Come on in, guys. Come on in. Come on in. You guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday night. Some of you guys are up late. Let's get it going tonight. Been cleaning the house all day. Figured I would jump on right here before bed and just hang out with you guys for about 30 or 40 minutes, and then we'll call it a night. Make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. What's up, Miss Jacqueline? How are you, ma'am? How are you? How are you? Double tap, guys. Let's get it rocking. Let's go. What's up, Ashley? I see you guys. Come on in. Double tap, guys. Let's get the conversation rocking. Appreciate you guys dropping the likes. What's up, Stroke Warrior? Alexa, next song. How's everybody doing tonight? I am on very late tonight. Thought I would try something a little new tonight. I usually go live in the mornings and in the afternoons, but I figured I would just stay up really late tonight and try to help some of you guys that just cannot sleep tonight. What's up, Erica? How are you guys doing? Facebook, I see you guys. Say hello. Tell me where you're watching from tonight. Alexa, next song. What's up, everybody? Alexa, next song. Alexa, next song. Pam's in Georgia. I'm in Georgia as well. Louise, what's up? Come on in, guys. If you guys are new here, my name is Scott. I'm a certified Christian divorce recovery coach, and I help people through divorce and breakups every single day. Been coaching people for about 3 years, specializing in narcissistic relationships and trauma bonds. Indiana, nice. Why are you crushed, Mr. John? Facebook, see you guys coming in. Make sure you say hello. Alexa, play Hollow Ember. What's up, Maria? My goodness, Alexa is just off her rocker tonight. Alexa, play Brandon Lake. Let's try this. Let's make it simple. There we go. Stephanie, what's up? How you guys doing? Emmy, what's up? What's going on? You guys are all up late tonight. This is way past my bedtime, by the way. What's up, sweet tea and cornbread? Come on in, guys. We're talking about healing from divorce and breakups. My boyfriend is always blaming me and says I never understand him. Well, I mean, I would need to know more than that. Ontario, what's up? Michelle's at work. Yeah, give me some more context. What's up, Ari? Come on in, guys. You guys are burning the midnight oil. What is up? All of the above, Mandy B. So many people get on here and they want to be a coach, guys. They read a book, saw a video. I've been living this crap for 47 years. This stuff started when I was a kid. So this is not a game for me. This is not a hobby. This is my career. This is what I do full time. Same old mess. I got you. What's up, Miss Kim? I see you guys jumping in. What are y'all struggling with tonight, guys? Drop your questions. We're talking about healing from narcissistic relationships. We're talking about healing from divorce and breakups. What are your questions tonight? I coach people every single day, guys. I've got 3 different coaching options for you guys. I've got group coaching. I've got VIP one-on-one coaching. And I've also got a Breaking the Trauma Bond boot camp that I am launching in 8 more days. We're doing that live on the 18th. You guys can get signed up for that right now. Kathy, appreciate the follow, man. Let's go. So many of you guys are in toxic relationships. You just can't seem to break free from that person. You keep going back, knowing it's bad for you, but you just keep on going back. Feels like you're addicted to this person. Let's change it. You don't have to stay in that. God called you to live in peace, not pieces. Just no communication. He don't feel like he needs to communicate with me, and I feel it's wrong. It always blows my mind when women say that men don't communicate. But when we come to you and we ask you what's wrong, what's y'all's number one response? Nothing. I'm fine. The problem is sometimes people just can't communicate. We're not born with that chip wired into our brain. We have to be taught how to communicate. The problem is that most people want people to communicate like themselves. That's not how it works. A man's never going to communicate like a woman. A woman's never really going to communicate like a man. Now I have a boss that reminds me of my ex. Okay, could just be some triggers going on there. Just found out my avoidant is married, and of course, I'm totally heartbroken. Like, like he's married while y'all are still talking, or what? What? Or like he was living like a double life? What are you talking about? Come on in, guys. Double tap the screen. Let's get to 10,000 likes tonight on this Friday evening. We're talking about healing from divorce and breakups. He's never said that to me. All I ask is for a phone call when he gets off work, and I don't hear from him until about 9 o'clock at night, and I know he's home at his house at 3:30. Ma'am, the dude does not want to, the man does not want to be with you. Deborah, what's up? Local folks, how you doing, ma'am? 9 days until the gavel drops. What is your situation? I know you live down the road, but what, I don't know anything about your story. King Baba, now I'm divorcing her, and the trauma bond I have is fierce. We can break it, man. Double life. Double life, of course, I should just run. So is that what you're going to do? What are your fees for a session? So my breakthrough session, that's my 30-minute call. That's just for me to get an understanding of how you got here, where you are, and where you want to go. Even if I'm not the best fit for you, I'm going to point you in the right direction. Okay, that one's only $97. My Breaking the Trauma Bond course, which a boot camp that's coming up on the 18th, is only $127. I have a group coaching that we do on Sunday nights. It's only $197 per month. And then I also have my Breaking the Trauma Bond and Healing from Divorce VIP coaching. That's where you meet with me once a week on video calls for 45 minutes. And you also have access to text or call me 7 days a week directly to me. That's the best bet for the fastest results. And I have financing for that one. You can actually do that one for as low as like $216 a month. Finalizing divorce from mine. Okay, who's the dude that helps you with the yard? I've driven by and seen that dude in your yard before. And your kids, he's out there always playing all the time. I'm done. I'm going to run. Good. Thank you. I just told him that tonight. Good. TikTok, drop your questions, drop your comments. Let's get it going tonight. Tired of these choices, always the wrong ones. That's because you keep picking what's familiar. Just like the Bible says, a dog will return to its vomit, just like a fool will return to its folly. We always return to what seems familiar. I've dealt with false claims for years. Yeah, it's called no-touch torture. How do you handle co-parenting with a narcissist? Well, there's one fly in my room, guys. Bear with me just a second. There's one fly, and I swear. Oh, I'm about to do some ninja up in her. Oh, my Lord. You don't co-parent with a narcissist. You can't. Everything you decide that would be healthy for the child, and modern people would be like, yeah, that's a really good idea. They're going to counter it. They're like, no, that's stupid. Like, no, seriously, you don't understand. I really just want to get these people I want to get our kids into therapy. Nah, therapy's stupid. I want them to wear red shoes to school tomorrow. Yeah, I like blue. They're gonna counter everything you say. Why? Because that's just who they are. I know. Y'all saw that fly by my head. It's like, my gosh, it was either really big or it was a reflection off of my bald head. I don't know what it was, but there's a fly in my room. You want to talk about driving somebody crazy? Let it, just one fly get in your bedroom. You're trying to sleep and it's just like thunk around your nose. I feel guilty if I don't answer his calls or texts. He doesn't ignore mine, but I know it's only a situationship. He doesn't date me. That's how I know, but he makes his life very busy with his work and soccer. Yeah, he doesn't have time for you. You are part-time vagina. That's what you are, ma'am. I'm going to say it just as nicely as I can. That's what you are. Okay? So if you feel guilty for not answering his calls and texts, that's because you're very codependent. You are very, very, very people-pleasy. How can I navigate when he holds stuff over my head like he didn't pay the bills, so now he has over my head like he didn't pay? What now? I didn't understand the full context of what you're saying, man. 64 and married 37 years. Just found out about he's been cheating throughout our marriage, yet I still can't leave. What's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. What's wrong is that this person right here, even though you know it's bad, you would rather stay with it because at least you know how to navigate all of his bull crap because you've been with him for 37 years. That fear of the unknown is so much more terrifying, isn't it? That's totally valid, ma'am. I mean, it really is. We can help you. 9 days until our divorce is finalized. Married almost 6 years, no children. Together, extreme covert. To say I'm shattered is an understatement. Is that the guy that's been helping in the yard out there? You I want to know more. How do you deal with the overwhelming fear of knowing that once you leave, it is so permanent? Like he's an addict. He's an addict. He keeps cheating, choosing drugs over his family. I believe at this point he's very. Listen, man. Let me explain something to you. You will never, ever, 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 ever save him. It's not your job. That's the power of the Holy Spirit. It's not your job to fix him, ma'am. You're not powerful enough. You are literally going to war with the boogeyman. And you can pray for him, and you can. Nobody's telling you to leave. You can sit there and you can deal with it. Oh, I got you. So he was trying to jump in and act like super dad and be all helpful, trying to breadcrumb you back in by coming over there and burning all the stumps and stuff. Is that what I'm understanding? Come on in, guys. Double tap the screen. Drop your questions. Drop your comments. If you guys are new here, my name is Scott. I'm a certified Christian divorce recovery coach, and I help people heal from toxic relationships and move on with your life after divorce and breakups. Let's get into it tonight, guys. I got several coaching options for you guys. If you guys are wanting some help, you don't have to stay stuck. I had somebody help me. I became a coach. I coach therapists now. It's really cool. I love what I do. These narcs just won't take no for an answer. I'm saying no to doing taxes together, but now is pulling attorneys into trying to force me unreal all because he doesn't want to have to pay. Are y'all divorced yet? Are y'all divorced yet, ma'am? Alexa, turn it up one. You wish I had more affordable prices? I understand. I don't think I can make it more affordable than what I have. It's $200 a month to work with me in group coaching. That ain't bad for every Sunday night. Am I going to hell because we divorced? No, ma'am. You don't go to hell because you got a divorce. You go to hell for unbelief. Don't let anybody manipulate into that. Manipulate you into thinking that. The only reason you go to hell is unbelief in Jesus. That's it. We're all sinners. Everybody walking the earth are sinners. Yeah, Deborah, I want to hear your story. You need to shoot me a message. I need to know more. Like there's a whole lot of onion layers being peeled back in this moment. Can I remarry? I believe you can. I know that the Bible says specific things, but you have to understand that was a whole lot of context going into those things. The question is, can you not be forgiven for it? We moved here a little over a year ago. His yard work is a show. It's an opportunity for him to be seen. He's constantly seeking validation, always looking to be looked at. Yep, that sounds about right. But I mean, it sounds like, you got a good, here's that fly. Hold on, guys. Let me get my ninja skills out. Hold on a minute. Ooh, I need me some Miyagi chopsticks over here. I'll be getting this thing. Oh, there he is. Boy, he just keeps doing flybys like, I'm going to catch this joker in a minute. Watch this, y'all. We'll get serious in a minute. I got a fly that's like swooping in, like doing some aerial attacks here. Can a narcissist change? Absolutely not. Absolutely. Oh, he's a wily one too, boy. Look at here. He keeps landing in the same spot. I'm going to break my lamp, but I don't care. Hold on. I missed him. Y'all going to get some comedy. Whoo. We all sin, yes. Oh, there he is again. Oh, and your mama got him. Oh, y'all don't know nothing about my skills. I got him, y'all. Everybody's fine. He's with someone else after 4 weeks. Of course he is. Men will rebound quicker than women. Alexa, next song. Y'all let me know if the music gets loud. Alexa, turn it down one. Alexa, turn it down one. She turned it all the way off. Alexa, play. Y'all remember the old days when you could just walk over and turn the knob? Alexa, turn the volume down one. There we go. So back to the questions. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll catch all these comments. He's with someone else after 4 weeks. Yes, men will rebound quicker than women. Why? Because we don't want to feel it. We don't want to feel those feelings. Plus, there's pride and there's ego and all of that. He's already prospecting, hoping it's someone close by. Yeah. So are you planning on sticking around here? You need one of those electric tennis. No, I don't. I got these dang knife hands right here. Like, oh, I got this joker. How do I become a coach? Take some courses, get some certifications. Yep. I'm still working on myself. Good. So when you say you're working on yourself, what exactly are you doing? So many people say that. Okay. You're moving to Appleton County so you can be closer to work. I got you. That's awesome. Well, we hate to see you leave. Send me a message. I want to know some more details. If I can help you, let me know. Keep dropping your questions and comments, guys. You're finding me. Cool. What are you figuring out as you're finding you? Why are narcissists the way that they are? They're evil. Yeah, it is. It sucks, man. These people were screwed up by somebody very early in their life. Either their life was very, very terrible and their childhood was just horrible. So they created this false identity of who they think they should have been, and they never stopped. He's a lurker. Beware. I ain't worried about that joker. He don't bother me. He don't scare me. Hey, everybody, what's up, dude? I don't give a crap about you. That don't bother me. Or they had a mom or a dad that just catered to everything for them. Like they could never do anything wrong. Other than my bank account. Okay. I learned that they are the problem, not me. Okay. Getting closer to God. Good. Just came on and seen this have court on Monday. I'm nervous. We both have to be there with a restraining order. Hopefully divorce will be final. Yeah. So you need to do some breathing techniques and you need to prepare yourself for war. You know, if something is scary to you, and all it is your fight or flight reflex kicking in. You've got to decide, am I just going to run away from this or am I going to go in? Well, guess what? It's court. You're going to have to go in. So walk the block, do whatever you need to do some squats, do some breathing exercises, put a cold rag on your face, something like that, and you get in there and you get it done. Tax issue, not divorced yet, been gone since. Yeah, you're going to have to get that battled out in court. I mean, it sucks. It really does. Just cut ties with my mother and sister for this reason. Good for you. I'm struggling with finding myself and my purpose at 48 years old after leaving. I understand. What you're really telling me is that you've lost identity. This is one of the biggest things that I noticed, like when I went through my divorce 3 years ago and the people that I coach, I've got over 700 coaching clients that I've helped. If you're a wife, and I'm not saying a wife just because you got a ring on your finger. I'm talking about a wife material. Okay. If you have a wife character and then all of a sudden you don't get to be that anymore, it sucks. The same thing for husbands. Not all men are husbands, but right. It's kind of like telling a Major League Baseball player that you can't play the game anymore. And all he's ever known is playing baseball. And he's good at playing baseball. And now all of a sudden he twisted his leg or something and can't play baseball anymore. It's a loss of identity. Been wanting to bring that to you. Yeah, send me a message, Deborah. Let's talk. He decided to stalk me after I blocked him. Mind you, he left me. Of course he did. Of course he did. This called no-touch torture, guys. This is what they do. "30-year marriage and thrown away like trash." I'm so sorry that you're going through that. I listen, if y'all sat in my chair, I'm gonna be very, very real with you guys. Everybody just pay attention to me just real quick. I've been doing this full time for almost 3 years now, guys. I see so many stories and I see so many situations. If y'all sat where I sat every day and got to hear all the stories and seen all the things that I've seen in 14 years of law enforcement and all these things, you would never get married. You just wouldn't. I can tell you wouldn't. Y'all have to understand that modern divorce is a 50% divorce rate. Or modern marriage, there's 50% divorce rate. 1 out of 2. I believe that there is a 75% failure rate for marriages. Why? Because 50% end in divorce. What about the people that stay because they're trauma bonded? What about the people that stay for the kids or financial reasons or because they're just afraid to be by themselves? That's another 20, 25%. We're looking at 75% failure rate. If I told you that you had a 75% chance of getting hit by lightning, would you even go outside? Probably not. I'm going to give you the flip side of this, though. I'm going to give you the flip side of this because as a Christian, I can tell you, if you're in a relationship with someone who actively is seeking God with you and you're praying for each other and with each other and serving God together on a daily basis, there is a 99% success rate in those relationships. It's almost like God designed that. Isn't it crazy? Yeah. I made it 36 years, stayed for most all them reasons. Yep. Yep. I'll show you guys. I'll tell you guys a spectrum that I see. A lot of people that come to me when they're struggling with the divorce, it's either because they had a terrible childhood and all they've ever really wanted was just a happy life and a happy marriage, right? And now it's gone, so that sucks. Or you had a mom and dad that had a really, 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 really nice marriage, like they're still married today, and you feel like a failure because yours is falling apart when all you ever wanted was what your mom and dad had. That's the spectrum that I see. It's either this one or this one. So if you guys are heartbroken tonight, type me down below. And I got a question for you after that. I stayed 43 till I had a nervous breakdown. Yeah, that'll do it. Everybody just type me if you're just completely heartbroken tonight. Okay. I have a really quick question for you guys, just out of pure love for y'all. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I can tell you what you're going to do because there's only 3 options that you have. What I see every day is these. What's up, Jessica? Yeah, you dang right you're going to sit in it because I told you to, ma'am. You have 3 options, guys, when you get your heart ripped out and kicked around on the floor, set on fire, and just somebody blows it up with some dynamite or something. I don't know. You have 3 options: externalization, which is what most people do. You externalize, which means you're going to turn to any outside source to drown out the pain. This can be working more hours. This can be shopping. It can be eating. It can be sleeping. It can be scrolling. It can be sexing. It can be drinking. It can be substances. It can be rebound relationships. Externalization. Anything to drown the pain out. Right? Don't chase, just replace. Right? No, don't do that. The second one that I see is internalization. We're going to internalize all this. I'm going to turn into a hobbit. I'm not a hobbit, a hermit, a hobbit, a hermit. I'm going to turn into a hermit. I'm just going to retreat to my cave. I'm going to watch Virgin River all night and eat ice cream and DoorDash the crap out of everything that's left of my paycheck. That's what I'm going to do. I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to think about talking to nobody. I'm just going to stay to myself. That ain't going to work. I mean, it'll work, but it ain't going to work. What I coach is actually called actualization. And that is where we actually spend time completing the grief, facing the thing that we've been running from since childhood, and detaching from these douchebag people. Okay? So please hear me. Well, we are upbeat tonight, aren't we? Alexa, play Hollow Ember. Yeah, let's rock out for a little bit. Yeah, so you don't have to stay stuck where you are, guys. I've been where you are. I know what it's like. I didn't sleep for 3 months. I lost 27 pounds. I nearly went crazy. I get it, man. I've been through abuse. I've been through abandonment. I've been through all these things, near-death experiences, all kinds of things, man. And the good Lord has always been right there for me, and I ain't figured out yet why. But here I am. This is not a game for me, guys. This is not a hobby for me. This is a ministry for me. God gave me this ministry almost 3 years ago of setting the captives free. What you have to realize is not you, it's them. Well, there's probably some things that you could do better too. Samantha, you're not stuck. I can get you out of that. You feel stuck? I got you. You don't have to stay stuck, guys. I should see. I'll shoot you a message tomorrow. I need some sleep this time of night. I'm a mess. It's like a really bad dream. You're like this because this. I can tell you why. Nighttimes always suck the worst because you don't have anything to distract you. Yeah, send me a message. I'll be up for a little bit. I'll chit chat with you in a little bit. Nighttimes are the worst because you don't, during the daytime, you got so much going on. You got school stuff with the kids, you got work stuff going on. You're just going. And as soon as you sit down, it's when your brain is the loudest. What's up, Jennifer? Family can damage you just as much as a person. Yeah, some of the most toxic people you will ever be involved with are family members. So I'm gonna tell you guys something that you should definitely do if you're struggling with going to sleep right now. The Bible says that we do not wrestle with flesh and blood, but we battle with unseen forces. You want to get a really good night's sleep, and you just can't fall asleep right now because you're worried about your ex and what they did and all the stuff, and pick up your Bible and just read it. Just start reading. I guarantee you'll be snoring with drool coming out of your mouth in just a little bit. That's why I turned into a workaholic, of course. So many of y'all are doing anything that you don't have to feel the pain. Please hear me as a professional coach. You have to feel it. You can't sweep this under a rug. It's got a direct pick line straight to your heart. You can't just brush this under the rug. You got to feel it. But there's a specific way of feeling it. You thought God was even bullying you? Nah. My wife and I are separated, and I miss her tremendously, but our relationship has been very painful. I lost 30 pounds in 2 weeks when we first started dating. Yeah. So why are y'all separated? I never tried to find another guy because I am very faithful and loyal to him, but we both getting old now. I don't know if we can still continue this kind of relationship. I'm 55 and he is 68. You only live one life. I'm feeling relieved. I'm just tired of crying. Why are you tired of crying? I'm going to give y'all something right here. So many of y'all will not give yourself permission to feel what you need to feel. You're like, toughen up, suck it up. We're not going to do this anymore. Let me explain something to you. This is something I give my coaches, all my clients. Look at this. Creepy, right? Would you tell this little child, would you tell this baby doll right here, if it was a real human being, would you tell it to stop crying, to suck it up, toughen up a little bit? Probably not, would you? So why don't you tell yourself that? Because that little kid's still inside of you too. Just telling you. So many of y'all are so hard on yourselves. Like you're some kind of failure, like you got some kind of horn growing out of the top of your head. No, you're just a human being, and chances are you just grew up in some bull crap that bled into your life. Come on, guys. Y'all got to give yourself some grace. Appreciate the follows, guys. I'm trying to find a number for you guys real quick. Can I tell y'all something real quick? If you guys are in a toxic relationship and you have children, type me down below. I'm the best version of me after leaving. Absolutely. I grew up in a dream, went downhill after that. If you're in terrible and toxic relationships and there's children involved, please hear me. As someone who grew up in that, as someone who has been through all of the stuff since I was 5 years old, I'm going to give you all a statistic, and I pray to God with everything that I'm made of that this raises some awareness for you guys. If you're in a situation where there is narcissistic abuse or toxicity or alcoholism or anything like that, your children are 2 to 4 times more likely to end up in a relationship just like that. The worst part of watching the mask slip is seeing the truth exposed. Makes everything feel like one big lie. It's a pain like no other, especially when you trusted they'd never be that person. No, the hardest part, Miss Deborah, is when you realize that none of it was ever real. It was never real. None of it. It was real for you because you got a big old heart and you're an empath and you probably love with everything that you're made of. And this person came in dressed as everything you've ever wanted. And then surprise, it's over. Ask yourself a question tonight, folks. Would I be okay with my child ending up in a relationship with a person like this? Would you be okay with your children ending up in the exact same type of relationship? Y'all say that. Y'all say that. I broke a generational curse that had been passed down for many generations. My kids have never known good, Jay. Ending a marriage of 43 years is more like a death. Listen, if you're the person that didn't want the relationship to end, it's just like a funeral. It's just like a funeral. The problem that I see every single day, there's 400 of you guys in here. The biggest thing that I see and one of the biggest things that I help people with is that so many of y'all are stuck because you're trying to convince yourself that that person was the one. 43 years. Y'all are still trying to convince yourself that that person was the one. Is that why you enlisted? What? It is true. Some of y'all, especially the women that when y'all hit y'all's like 50s and 60s, y'all feel like there's no more hope for y'all. Y'all might as well just take the towel, throw it in, and go home and go fishing or something instead. Y'all have no idea how many good men in their 50s, 60s, and 70s are out here just trying to find somebody to spend life with. Y'all feel like your life is over, man. I went through menopause. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, man. Men don't really care about all that. I mean, be fun to be around. How about that? Don't fuss and complain a lot. You can get out here and kill it. I've got clients that are 69 years old that decided that they were going to go to Montana from Texas, and they did. Her and 3 of her friends loaded up in a Toyota Tacoma pickup truck, drove to Glacier National Park, Montana, stayed for 2 weeks taking pictures of birds, and then on the way home, she messaged me. She said, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to make my appointment this week. I'll have to get you next week." I'm like, "Well, dang, what's going on?" She's like, "Well, we left Montana and we didn't get to do enough, so we're going to stop in Colorado and hike Pikes Peak too." At 69 years old. And y'all are out here, I'm 53 and my life's over. You know the biggest thing that's holding y'all back, honestly, your mindset. Your mindset. Flip that switch. If you'll get absolutely obsessed, I don't know what I got to do, but I got to do something. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to spend some money. I'm going to invest into myself. I'm going to get some therapy. I'm going to do all the kinds of things that I need to do. And all of a sudden you're living again. You can feel a pulse. I was raised by a covert dad and an extreme narc mom. Unfortunately, this was not my first narcissistic relationship, just caught me all way off guard. Deborah, we need to work together because you're the common denominator. Not saying that's your fault. You are a product of someone's raggedy son and raggedy daughter. And it wasn't even their fault. Somebody screwed them up too. Walking away brings clarity over confusion. Yes, because if you can detach from these people, you can detox from them. I'm in a marriage that has no respect I love this conversation right here. I'm in a marriage that has no respect. This is coming from a man. Married 3 years, 10 months. I'm a Christian. She is not. Strike one. I've been unfaithful and she is abusive. I'm afraid to divorce. No kids. I'm 64. Why are you afraid to divorce? What is the fear? Name it. First of all, let me explain something to you about women. If a woman doesn't respect you, it's usually because you have no respect for yourself. If men, especially Christian men, would just kind of peek down and realize that you still have some balls and realize what you will and will not tolerate when people speak to you like a dog and all these other things and disrespect you and play games and gaslight and all these bullcrap things that a lot of these people are doing right now, and you just tolerate it, you headed for trouble, brother. A grown masculine man be like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. Sorry, I get a little salty every now and then, guys. Love you guys. I love y'all. Listen, I'm not, pixie dust coach over here. I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, because telling you what you want to hear ain't going to fix a flip-flopping thing. Can you please touch on reactive abuse? Yes, I wish there was more awareness about it. So many have no idea it's even a thing. I had to find out the hard way. So reactive abuse is when these people just push you and push you and push you and gaslight you and gaslight you and gaslight you. And then all of a sudden you just have enough. And you square your feet and you're just like, you know what? And the whole time that you're showing your butt a little bit, they got their phone out and they're going, see, I told you were crazy. Oh, God. I'm telling you. See, I told you were the narcissist. Then the whole neighborhood hears you. Absolutely. That reactive abuse blows my mind. Like, and honestly, it's usually you just get blindsided by it. Like, you be minding your own business. All of a sudden, they start arguing with you for no freaking reason. You're like, what? What's going on? And you're like, what? And then they just keep on and you get angry. Then you're like, you know what? Flip, floppity, 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 flippity, flop, flop, beep, beep, beep. And all of a sudden, everybody's looking at you like you're crazy. And that's what they're going to post. That's what they're going to go tell everybody. That's the audio that they're going to record. And maybe you even go to jail over it. I've got a client that's in here right now that went to jail just because she showed her butt a little bit. Not sure how my brother and I ever became who we are today. Family traumas that we decided not to deal to our kids. I got you. So it's often talked about that the mask and love bombing happen in the beginning, but is it possible that toxic person in the beginning is real and the person in the middle years is the mask? What? You lost me about half of that back. What? Listen, I'm simple now. You got to simplify that for me. That's how I coach, guys. I don't try to get out here and overthink this thing and diagnose all these things. That's not my job. My job is to bring clarity to you. My job is to give you a simple way of detaching and healing. Good question. Just way beyond my limit there. My daughter says, if you wonder if you're a narcissist, you're not. Very true. What up, Tanya? I see you jumping in here. Yeah, Gadget. I'm like, what? Charlene, listen, we love you, sister, but dadgum, I don't know what the heck you talking about. I don't know what you saying. I'm going to try it again. She said, so often talked about love bombing happened. The mask and love bombing happening in the, I can talk. The mask and love bombing happen in the beginning, but is it possible that the toxic person in the beginning is the real person and the person in the middle years is the mask? All I can tell you is that that's way too complicated for someone just to say that they're toxic. That's what they are. What up, girl? Why are you up so late with your broken shoulder? Yeah, you really just, woo. Yeah, I went to jail last month and then trapped me by reporting me for breaking no contact. Yep. Y'all have no idea how twisty these people can get in the court system. I got a client here right now that she can't contact her ex about the kids or anything like that because of restraining orders, but he can contact her. That's what the court said. Larissa from Australia, what's going on? Brett, what's up, brother? Y'all come on in. Y'all double tap the screen if you guys are new here. My name is Scott. I'm a certified Christian divorce recovery coach, and I help people heal from narcissistic relationships and heal from divorce and breakups. Let's get it. They don't pick and choose periods of life to be a narcissist. All phases of the relationship, they're still a narcissist. Yes. Yes. So many people ask me, can a narcissist change? Yeah. They can change you. They're not going to change. But I promise you, they will change you. And I can tell you how much they'll change you. If you've been dating nothing and married to nothing but narcissists, if a good man actually came into your life, you would probably push him away because he would either bore you or he would feel like a red flag because it feels too safe. So sometimes people, when they have something good and they feel everything's going good, they will literally create chaos just to get a little hit of what they're used to. It blows my freaking mind. I'm going through a breakup right now. I'm 21 years old. Good. So let me give you some advice, Mr. or Mrs. 21-year-old. You have zero business trying to be in a serious relationship before the age of 25. Why? Because your prefrontal cortex, which is your logic and decision-making part of your brain, is not even fully developed till 25. So, yeah. Don't do that. Stay single. Stack your money. Get a career. Can someone become a narcissist after trauma and relapse? No, narcissism is usually created in early childhood. Your mother's bipolar. I'm so sorry. The smear campaign sucks. Let them talk. There's a rule, guys, called the 16-40-60 rule. 16-40-60. 16 years old, we care what everybody thinks about us. We want to fit in. We want to do whatever we can do. 40 years old, we're like, I don't really give a crap about none of y'all anymore. I don't care what you think about me. And at 60 years old, you really realize that nobody ever really did. Quit worrying about these people. Let them talk, man. Let them talk. You can go and run me in the ground from here to dang whenever. I don't care. I know my truth. I know my truth. So many of y'all know your truth. You know you're not crazy. You know you're not that bad of a freaking person. You know you're like, what? We live in two different worlds. What are you talking about? You know, rest in your own truth. My ex got the church pastor against me. Yeah, so get a different church. Trying to walk away from one now. He's always twisting stuff around, making me question myself. That's called gaslighting, sister. Can you touch on early signs of narcissistic behavior in a relationship? Yes. If you get into a relationship with somebody or you go on some dates with somebody and you ask them, hey, tell me about your past. Tell me about the people you've dated before. And they say anything like all my exes were crazy. Or they come in and everything is, they're just, oh my God, they're a victim with everything. Pay attention. If they come in and you're on a date and they are rude to the waiting staff or road rage, or when you're having a conversation with them and you're sitting directly across from them, this could be a little ADD too, because I'm like, anyway, when you're having a conversation with them out on your date, are they looking at you? Are they paying attention to you? Or are they going, mm-hmm. They're not paying attention to a thing you're saying. I'm getting ready to take a certification with Dr. Ramani. I don't know if you guys have seen Dr. Ramani, but she's the world's leading expert in narcissistic abuse. She says one of the number one things that you can notice is yawning, which sucks because a lot of men are tired because we work a lot of crazy hours. Yawning when you're trying to talk, they're just like, yep. Lack of empathy, grandiose behavior. But listen, some of y'all need to give yourself some grace. Let's be honest. So many of y'all are attracted to these narcissistic tool bags because of the traits that they have. Because a lot of the narcissistic traits are the very things that women are craving. Women narcissists usually come in as covert narcissists, which means they're going to come in as a damsel in distress. and they're going to trigger a man's core thing down deep inside our DNA is to rescue or save someone. So if you come in as the damsel in distress, it's going to trigger that dude's thing. So women narcissists are very dangerous. So let's own this for a minute. True narcissists, they have a lot of confidence. It's fake confidence. Okay. It's just it's a mask. They're not real confident. They walk around like they got their crap together, right? Most of them are very well put together. They have a lot of charisma. Life of the party. They're just fun to be around. Everybody loves them. Oh my God. So charming. Let's talk about the intensity. Can we talk about the intensity for a minute? When these people are really trying to pursue you, it's very intense. They have all of your attention. You have all of their attention. They're going to love bomb the crap out of you. They're going to say things like, I've never felt this way. They'll talk about future stuff really early. Oh, God. And this really plays on you guys that are just craving a relationship. Some of y'all that just really don't want to be by yourselves. Listen to me. It would blow your mind at how many women come to me every single day, every single week. And they're like, I can't get over this dude. I'm like, well, tell me about it. And I found out he's been with 2 other women. I found him on dating apps. I've got videos of him, banging somebody in a parking lot. I just can't get over him. I've sent him $20,000. I'm going to tell you, sitting in this seat, it's hard not to come to the conclusion that sometimes y'all say y'all want a good man, but y'all get so bored with that dude. Steven with the ankle monitor comes along and you're like, what's up, bro? How you doing? Anyway, emotional intensity. Yeah. Anyway, deep down, they hate themselves. Yes. A lot of people don't understand true narcissists. The deep core wound of narcissism is shame. Shame. He threatened to send me a video of him with someone else. It's been 2 years and I'm not over it. So what you're telling me is that you're still in contact with him. Let me break it down for y'all. If y'all are still trying to heal from somebody and you're still talking to them all the time, it ain't going to happen. You'll never be able to stop drowning if you don't get out of the water. So I've been in a relationship 10 months, thought everything was going well. And then I told her after a wonderful evening and her being extremely tired, wanting to go home and take a bath, I made the statement, do me a favor and don't fall asleep and drown in the bathtub. And she absolutely lost it. I was discarded and we haven't communicated for 6 to 7 weeks. Should I try to reach out or let it go? I'd let it go. Men don't understand this. When a woman steps away and she's like, "No, I'm cool, man. I'm good," and you're like, "No, wait. I want more. I want to tell you. I want to fix this. I want to talk about this." A woman's like, "No, Creeperville, just get on." Every time you reach out and you beg and you ask and you're like, "What did I do? What can I do better?" Your value is dwindling. There's a thing called mirroring. If a woman goes away, you go the other way too. Whatever they do, you do it too. I really don't have a problem being alone. Cool. All of you guys that are in a trauma bond, hear me real quick. I can get you out of this. You can see my website floating across the screen. You guys can set up a breakthrough call with me, breakthrough session, and I can hear all about what you've been going through, how you got here, and what you're struggling with, and where you actually want to go. I've been coaching people for 3 years full time. Over 700 coaching clients. Okay. I can get you out of this. I have a Breaking the Trauma Bond boot camp that I'm hosting next weekend. That's going to be fun. But I also do one-on-one coaching and we do group coaching on Sunday nights. And it's very affordable, guys. I have financing available. Good night, Miss Cheryl. I have financing available. You guys can literally join my 8-week VIP course for only like $225 a month. Unless someone has lived through it, they can never truly understand it. Nope. What works the best? The 8-week VIP course works the best. Why? Because you have a lot more time with me. 8 weeks, That's 2 months that you'll work with me. Every week we meet together for 45 minutes, and you also have unlimited text and phone call support with me 7 days a week. You have my cell phone number where you can reach out to me anytime somebody's texting you, blowing you up, or some situation pops up. There's people in here right now that I'm not coaching them anymore, and they can still reach out to me anytime they want to because they're family now. Can you explain a trauma bond? Yes, a trauma bond is this cycle, usually between someone who is a manipulator or an abuser and their victim. Okay. Thank you, Jessica. It's worth it when you do the work. I mean, you still got a long road ahead, but you're going to be amazing. My website's scrolling across the screen at the top right here. Okay. So you get stuck in this cycle, this loop. You probably already don't feel good enough about yourself already. So this person comes in and overloads you with dopamine like crazy. Oh my God, this is everything I've ever wanted. This sex is amazing. We're going on trips. They're buying me things. They're romantic. They're checking on me. Oh my God, they even met my kids. Woo! And then all of a sudden it's like, what's going on? The floor just dropped out from under me. What's going on? Something's wrong. And they're blaming you for it. So it's all your fault. And you're like, well, dang, I really want to get back up here to where it felt good. What do I need to do that? Well, I know what I need to do. I need to sacrifice myself. I need to just sacrifice everything that I believe in and know that way I can get us up back to good. And you get there and you get a hit and then you get a relief. And then relief is what gets you stuck because you keep craving that relief that comes. And then the floor drops out again. And you're like, crap, we got to go again. And it's just this cycle. And so what happens was when you actually get out of this cycle, you're literally your brain and your body is going to go into withdrawal symptoms because you've been in the cycle of dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit. And then all of a sudden you're in cortisol and you can't get back up to the dopamine hit. So some of y'all are just craving that intensity again. Just because you're craving that or missing them doesn't mean that you need to go back. Yeah, you're never going to be enough for the wrong person ever. That's what y'all don't understand. Y'all are trying to pour out from an empty tank into an endless, bottomless pit. How much is the weekend course? So my Breaking the Trauma Bond course is my boot camp is $127. You lost your identity? Yeah, but you got your real estate license and you're doing some stuff now. I've seen you around a little bit. I think you're going to be awesome. I think it's cool. I see your son out there goofing. Listen, anytime he wants to go fishing or something, you let me know. I'll take him fishing. He ain't got to get out and kick that soccer ball around by himself. He can go fishing. I just got out of a 22-year relationship. He was mentally and verbally abused. I'm having a hard time. Of course you are. That's valid. It's 22 years of relationship of mental, and you've got probably some PTSD going on, man. Trying to fill a cup that looks like Swiss cheese. Facts, man. Facts. Y'all lift up Amanda in prayer, man. She's just now getting out of a 22-year relationship that was horrible. He loves to fish. Cool. We can do it. 23 years. Yeah. I got post-traumatic stress too, guys. I don't really call it a disorder. I think it's just stress. So how do we work on that? Well, you do stress relief techniques. My PhD supervisor is abusive and narcissistic. Yep, I see that a lot. Y'all have to understand most true narcissistic personality disorder people are in positions of power or they're very successful. A lot of salesmen. Man, it takes time. Stay no contact. Facts. Facts. Thank you, Debbie. These people right here, I mean, they think that they are God's gift to everything. Look how amazing I am. And that's part of the way that they get you. I actually see a spectrum of this in a lot of the cases that I work every day with the people that I coach. You've got this one side where you got this true narcissistic personality disorder monster. And y'all don't even understand. There's different levels to narcissism. There's different types of narcissists. It's like, hold on, let me readjust my leg because it went to sleep. Anyway, you've got these men or these women that are very successful or they're in positions of power, right? Or You've got somebody over here that feels that the world owes them something. Every job they've ever had, they get fired from, and it's always the boss's fault, or they didn't talk to me right, or they disrespected me, blah, 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 because I laid out for a week. They got mad at me. And then they're going to depend on you to take care of them. Yeah, right. I hear you, Brett. He told me he likes drinking more than he loved me, and I was the reason why he drank. Now I'm the reason why he can't quit. So, how many of y'all that have ever been in someone who's in active addiction, you'll understand that it's always your fault. You're the reason for everything. I can summarize probably every relationship in here right now in about 5 sentences. You ready? That didn't happen. If it did, it's not that bad. If it is that bad, it's not that big of a deal. If it is that big of a deal, then it's not my fault. Okay. And if it is my fault, then you made me do it. Is there a time frame of no contact with hopes of them reaching back out to you, or is it better just to move on? So, Dennis, let me explain something to you. There's a lot of coaches that are charging people a lot of money to try to get their ex back, and they're using no contact as a way to do that. Yeah, that'll work. It'll work. But what are you getting back? I don't believe in using no contact to get somebody to come back. I believe in going no contact so that you can break free and heal from something that is not meant for you. Stop trying to make something be what it's not. I left a 17-year marriage with a narcissist. He's been gone 1 month and 14 days. Who's counting, though, right? Good for you, Miss Ashley. If you need some help, let me know. She said 1 month, 14 days, 7 hours, and 27 minutes to the T. I just went to your website. I can't afford $250 a week. I have 4 kids and no child support. Completely understand. Completely understand. That's actually the only way that my payment plan would be set up. But if you'll look in that area right there, there's also an area where you can use Afterpay or Klarna. Those are kind of like a firm, and you can finance the whole program for like $200 a month. So I completely understand. No contact is difficult. So is staying. So is being a doormat. Your silence drives them crazy. So if they try to come back, run. Yep. There's so many techniques, guys. There's so many techniques to shut a narcissist down. At the end of the day, if you really just look at them as 3-year-olds pitching a fit, it'll help you. They're just 3-year-olds pitching a fit because they didn't get their way. Someone took their baba, their passy. Yeah, man. Professional con artist, pretty much. Pretty much. All right, guys, listen, I just realized it's 1 o'clock in the morning. All you guys that are wanting to work with me one-on-one, you guys can visit my website, thecoachscott.com, or you can send me a message if you can't find everything over there. I'm not eligible for either. I was a stay-at-home mom or whole relationship. I have no credit. I've been denied. Yeah, I understand. I'm so sorry you're going through that. I feel like he's controlling me through our son. If you allow it, guys, y'all don't have to stay stuck in this. There's so many techniques and so many strategies to get you guys. It is actually fun to watch people who have been doormats decide that they're going to put a mouthpiece in, strap their boots on, and tell this person which side of hell that they can go to. I mean, like you can smoke a whole turd in hell. That's what my clients tell some of these people. I'm not going to put up with that anymore. Oh, I love watching it. I suffer from physical sickness when my husband left. Yeah. So let's talk about that for just a minute. A lot of you guys that are in here, you've been through narcissistic relationships. Yeah, send me a message, Deborah. Y'all been through narcissistic relationships and things like that. You probably have autoimmune disorders too. You probably are sick somehow. Your body's actually physically sick. Just a kid wearing a grown man's disguise. Yep. All right, guys. I love you guys. If y'all need anything from me, you can send me a message or you can just visit my website and let's do a breakthrough call, a breakthrough session. That way we can get a plan on what we should be doing for you. Okay? If y'all need anything, let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow.